Hey everybody, Ryan McCaffrey with IGN. By now you've probably heard the big news. Fallout 4 is a real thing. Forget the leaks, forget the rumors. It's here, it's announced. We got a 3-minute trailer, but we still have so many questions. What is Fallout 4 gonna be? So, we went around and asked some of the biggest Fallout fans here in the IGN office what they'd like to see in Fallout 4.
In Fallout 4, I really want to see what they're doing with the V.A.T.S system. In Fallout 3, you would often shoot people in the head. I'd be interested to see why we would shoot them in the legs or the arms instead. Maybe it gives you a stat bonus or something.
Down with loading times. An old engine problem last gen on the Bethesda games, meaning Fallout 3, Skyrim, Oblivion, which all ran on the same engine. Loading times, anytime you'd go from inside to outside or outside to inside. I'm really hoping that on these new platforms, we can get rid of that problem and seamlessly transition from inside to out. We're gonna be spending hundreds of hours in Fallout 4. I'd prefer that as few of them as possible be spent staring at loading screens.
I'd love to see a lot more variation in how people fight. A lot more intelligent use of cover in the environment. I think in order to make Fallout's combat sustainable and interesting in the long term, I'd like to see that kind of variety come to Fallout 4.
Now that we've seen the visual style of Fallout 4, I'm happy with it personally, but I know a lot of people want to see improved graphics. One area I want to see improved is the facial animation. In Fallout 3, characters could look stiff at times, and it would be great to see them really express themselves.
Definitely more voice actors, please, Bethesda. Fallout 3 had a weird thing going for it where some of the characters sounded exactly like some of the other characters because there were only like 7 voice actors for the entire game that had to do all the various NPCs you'd meet. No excuses. We need a much bigger voice cast so that we're not hearing the same voices over and over and give some distinct life to these individual NPCs we meet.
You know, they say variety is the spice of life. It's also the spice of death, especially when you're killing like hundreds or thousands of enemies all in slow motion, just watching that play out over and over again. I want to see like a bunch more variety of that. I want to see enemies die in a bunch of different ways. Different animations for lasers and plasma, flamethrowers, or whatever kind of crazy contraption I put together that launches baby dolls at them or whatever. Whatever they're going to do, I want distinct death animations to make it something I can watch over and over and over again.
Personally, I've always had a little bit of issue with the way you traverse the wastelands in Fallout. So in Fallout 4, I'd love to see a couple of things integrated. Vehicles, for starters, and if we have those, why not have vehicular combat? I think it could open up a ton of options in terms of customization and open up a whole nother side of combat that we've never seen in a Fallout game.
More dog meat. I love dogs. I am a dog person. Ask anyone here at IGN. And I think they make everything better, including video games. For Fallout 4, the trailer seems to indicate that DOGMEAT, or maybe you can just give them your own name, will play a much more central role in Fallout 4. I am really hoping that's the case. I hope the dog is with me for the entire duration of Fallout 4. More dogs in Fallout 4, please.
You know, if Bethesda really wants me to feel more at home and more immersed in this world, one thing it's got to do is make its citizens more believable. Because oftentimes in a Fallout game or an Elder Scrolls game, you'll pick up, like, say, a tin can off somebody's table, and everyone in town will try to kill you for that. They need to have a little bit more, you know, believable behavior as human beings. Kind of have a little bit of reason associated with that. So maybe say, hey, put that down or I'll kill you. That would be good. On top of that, you know, maybe when I throw the severed head of a bandit onto the bar in front of the local patrons, maybe they should react instead of just, you know, going about their business, because that's something that a human would do.
Harold is one of Fallout's most beloved characters. He's been in every major Fallout game, and even though his fate was a little up in the air at the end of Fallout 3, I'd love to see him in the next Fallout game. I mean, he's basically immortal. Some folks even worship him as a god, and, you know, it'd be really cool to run into him and Bob somewhere out there in the wasteland.
I want a never-ending game world in Fallout 4. You might not remember now, but when Fallout 3 originally shipped, it stopped at the end of the main quest. This was something Bethesda had never done with the Elder Scrolls games, and they quickly patched it out. of Fallout 3. So I'm not too worried about this being a problem in Fallout 4. Bethesda's games excel at open world awesomeness, all the side quests. There's no way you can possibly finish any of it after just finishing the main story quest. There's always so much more to do. So I want to be able to play even after the main story is over until I just pass out from exhaustion.